Hi guys, so today I will be sharing part 2 of the milk drink series. Now we're making the melon and the chocolate milk drink. We'll start by making the chocolate jelly, but this is totally optional. 1 cup of fresh milk, 2 tablespoons of Dutch processed cocoa powder, 1/4 cup of sugar, and 2.5 teaspoons of unflavored gelatin. Process is easy. Combine all the ingredients. So in a pot, put in the cocoa powder, the milk, sugar, and the unflavored gelatin. Mix this thoroughly, and then we're going to move onto the stove with the heat setting medium to low heat. We will just continue to stir this or whisk this until it heats up and all the gelatin is dissolved. We don't need to boil this. So once the milk is hot enough, transfer this into a heat-proof bowl, and once the steam is gone, put this in the fridge to continue setting. Meanwhile, we're going to make our chocolate drink. So we need 100 grams of milk chocolate. I'm using milk chocolate here, but you can use dark chocolate. For a start, we're gonna use 1 cup of milk, 4 tablespoons of sugar, and 2.5 tablespoons of Dutch processed cocoa powder. So in a pot again, we're going to combine the cocoa powder, milk, and the sugar. We're going to move on to the stove and we're gonna let this warm up. Once we can see that the steam is starting to come out, then we can start adding the 100 grams of the milk chocolate. Continue whisking to avoid the chocolate from burning. At this point, the chocolate is all melted. We can now gradually add the fresh milk. With the fresh milk, you can add more or less of what I'm putting. All in all, I added 3 cups. At the start, I added 2.5 cups. I tasted it. It's too sweet, so I added more. So add more milk to balance the sweetness. Once you're happy with the taste, just let the chocolate milk drink warm up. It doesn't have to boil. So transfer it in a heat-proof container and let this cool down completely. Meanwhile, we're gonna move on to the melon drink. This is really easy if you're Filipino. Most probably you know how to make this. Cut the cantaloupe or rock melon in half. I'm only gonna be using half of the cantaloupe. So scrape the seed out of the melon. And using a melon scraper, we're going to scrape the melon into strips. If you don't have a melon scraper, you can use a fork to do this. I'm just going to extract the juice from the seeds. This adds more flavor. Now I'm going to add water. This is about 1 cup. We will adjust the liquid later once we taste this. Now add sugar. For this, I add 4 tablespoons in total, but at the start, you can only see 3 tablespoons. Now for this one, instead of using fresh milk, I'm using evaporated milk, about half of the can. Taste. So it needs more sugar, so I added 1 more tablespoon. So again, the total of the sugar is 4 tablespoons. There is no exact recipe for this. You will go by according to your taste. So now just transfer the melon drink into a jar or a bottle. You can add ice if you want to. The jelly is now set, so cut them into small cubes. To be honest, I don't like the color of this. It looks like liver, but the taste is really good, and it will work well with the chocolate drink. So I'm just waiting for the chocolate milk drink to cool down. Now we will transfer the chocolate jelly into the jar. The chocolate milk drink has cooled down, so I'm trying my best to transfer this into the jar without spilling, but I have no luck, so excuse my mess. And finally, we have completed the 4 milk drink. And now let's try the chocolate milk drink. This is my husband's favorite. Make sure to shake this properly. And it's important to chill this before consuming. Melon or rock melon drink. Again, with the sweetness, adjust it. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.